Hey there, guys. It's Nick here with Waylon and his brand new Satellarknights. Unfortunately, they didn't get hit on the ban list, which kind of makes me upset. But they're still pretty meta. They're still pretty fun, and I still think they're just a little on the ridiculous side. So, Waylon, how about you just get right into it?
Alright, well, I guess we started the introduction pretty good, so I'm probably going to fuck it up. Let's do this. Standard, man, you got 3 Denebs, and then 3 Altiers. Hasn't changed much. It's kind of a standard deck. I went with the trap build. I like it a lot. Yeah, on those, if you run lower than that, you're not playing it properly. 2 Unkali. I've had a lot of controversy going on with this. 3 Unkalis, 1 Vega. 2 Unkali is amazing because I hate having an Unkali in hand because I don't want to use its effects, but I don't want to just normal summon it and have no effect for it. So I like the 2 Unkali, and going off with that, 2 Vegas. 2 Vega is amazing because I'm not afraid to throw one to grave to Altier it and then bring out an Unkali if I have to. But controversy with it is the 2 and 2 is so much better. And the one monster that's not a teller is 1 TK. TK is still OP in this meta. I don't care what anyone says. There's a reason why he is still limited.
Reason why you main deck it instead of side deck.
Because it's another monster. In 19-1, Necros is my worst matchup, and Infernoids. If I just hit their one good monster, I can stop them. My back row states that you cannot do whatever you want to do without me having to controverse it. So, TK stops it. Yes, I can't add cards to hand, but I can work around it. I can Rota first and normal summon him if I have to. But that's the only card I really search with. That's the monster count, is 11, and it ain't going to change. For the spells, standard, the 3 Rotas, you got to.
Of course.
And then the 2 pots, a lot of people are saying, don't do it, don't do it. But I got to, man. Like, game 1, Pot of Duality helps me so much, but sometimes it does screw me in the end because special summoning hurts. Like, I already have the failure of the Altier's effect, but the cannot special summon, I'm like, ugh. I like it, though, but game 2 and 3 most of the time are sided out. They're good side-out cards, just like upstarts.
I mean, especially with your trap build here, the Pot of Duality really comes in handy for that.
Exactly, and I don't like giving my opponent life. I really don't. I'd rather just take the don't special summon for the turn and go from there. The 1-ofs, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Raigeki, and 1 Dark Hole. I don't like 2 Dark Hole because Dark Hole is a dead card, especially if I build my field and then I go with a Dark Hole and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I don't like it because sometimes I can plus with it, sometimes I can't. But most of the time, if I have a Dark Hole in hand, I'll set it just to have a bait. But 1 Dark Hole I'm staying with. But that's with the spells, just 8 spells. It's a 40 card deck, guys. So do the math. That's the rest of the traps. Standard, you got 3 alphas. 3 alpha is amazing. You do not want to do less than 3 because Danko is a goddamn thing. And this says no summon, no bad. So I like it a lot, especially the draw power. Like, I've had a situation before where I've had to do double. Like, they wiretap one of them, and I hit it with another alpha. So I basically draw 2 cards. And it really opens plays, because I'm not afraid to alpha MST just to get the draw power. So it's fun. Of course, the 3 calls for days, and then the 2 oasis. So technically 5 calls. Only difference is special summon defense, and it's not a warrior, but I can get past that. The really good card right now for traps, 3 Fiendish. I like Fiendish over a lot of cards because it stops them from attacking for 1, and then their effects go off when it's not. I mean, like, it doesn't go off. It stops them in their tracks.
Gets around Unicorn, gets around Diamond, gets around Trishula.
Exactly. So if I don't have a Veiler in hand, which game 1 I will never have one in hand because they're not main decked. So Chain stops them really good, and they're really somewhat easy side out cards. When I face Volcanics, I'll hit their Firestorm Guard, and I can stop them from doing their effects. And then if they don't have like a Soul Transaction or anything else that goes off, I can finish chain them and just run them over with my Unkali. or even my TK even. Got 2 Mind Crushes. You got to with this meta. 3 is too cloggy for me. I don't like 3. Honestly, I side both of them out game 2 and 3 if it's needed. I've never really found a good deck that I'll always main deck them. I'll sometimes cut it down to 1, but I'll never keep more than 2 in deck. Mind Crush has its own explanatories. And then 2 Breakthroughs. I like Breakthrough a lot because like I can Bujin to Tsumi and not afraid to send this to grave to just draw 2 cards because I can always use that effect. Like I remember I was facing my friend. I was actually facing Nick. And I had a Breakthrough in grave, and I hit his Chao Feng. And I wasn't able to go and use lights or water because of Chao Feng, so I just Breakthrough'd it, and then I went into my Trevier, and then just bounced everything. So I like it a lot. My one-ofs, Solemn, because it's Solemn, and then Kea Trap-Hole, because Denko, of course. Bottomless, D-Prison, because D-Prison does still hurt Necros. I don't care what anyone says, it still hurts them. Torrential, and Vanities. It's a 21-card Traps. Really good. I will not change anything right now unless there's some good other cards I don't know of. A lot of people like to run other cards like, I don't know, 3 Mind Crushes, different stuff like that. I like it at 40 cards right now and 21 traps.
No main decked MSTs.
No, hell no. I only would main deck MSTs if people would main deck mirrors. And I'm pretty sure no one would main deck mirrors. 40 card deck, of course. Onto the extra deck. I've been bouncing back and forth with some combos with the extra deck right now. But since Lavavel got hit, I was going to run 1 Lavavel, but he got hit, so I was like, I'll save the $8. 1 Dalteros. I use him only for maybe Diamond and the Destruction effect. People ask me why not 2. Because I don't really like him in the 2. I rather Trevier bounce, hit a card in your hand, hit you for 21, and then just go from there. Like, he does have the effect, yes, if he has attachments when he's sent to graveyard. Special summon. Okay. But that's 3 attachments that are wasted when I could easily just had him on field, destroy a card, overlay for diamond, quote unquote, and then it's okay. But I only like 1. I've only maybe ever since I've had this deck built, I've maybe gone into him 3 times, and that's just to destroy a back row card. 2 Treviers. I see no necessary need in 3 because I've only gone into maybe 1, sometimes 2. Because like when I Trevier bounce once, I get bored. Like if I do it again, then I'm like, it's an autoplay deck. Let's switch it around. Like, but if I have to, I'll Trevier twice. But it's honestly a really fun combo because Trevier just stops them in their tracks. Like, oh, I'm gonna activate this. Like, no, if they don't soul warning it or counter it, there's no effects. And then of course the 1 Diamond. Diamond is a busted ass card in this format. Even though Burning Abyss won Nats, I don't see how because Diamond's a thing. But they can easily get past a lot of things, honestly. But with non-Teller deck, Teller monsters, 1 Omega, because it's Omega. 86, a really broken card, because I've had him as 5 attachments before, and just blew up my opponent's field and attacked for 3k, then let them go, and can't normal summon and special summon, they can only set. So they still take another 3k. By the time that's the game. Excalibur, because Excalibur is the only card I found that can beat past towers. My clean matchup does suck because I have low attacks, but he just smashes their towers and then goes from there. And he's really good. Even if you just want to do that point damage, attack them for 4k total and go from there. Double Castel, because mirrors do hurt me and he's a win. So if I can get their mirrors back into the deck, I can go off of that. And then he's still a 2k hitter, so I like him. 1 Exciton, because he's Exciton. Tsukiyomi. Tsukiyomi is a really good card in this deck. My friend Nick told me about it. And just it gives me, like, if I have 1 card in hand, like I said about the Breakthrough, I can go from there, draw Breakthrough to grave, draw 2 cards, and still plus. Because it doesn't end a phase. It doesn't end battle phase. I can still do it main phase 1, go from there and bam.
Or sending to Neb, getting that graveyard advantage. Really.
Exactly. Some other off cards that people question about is the Diamond Dyer. It's just the destruction capability of him. As I target him and one other card on field, it helps me out. Like if I'm scared of a Mirror Force or something, which Mirror Forces ain't really a fun card against this deck, but I'm not afraid to overlay for it, destroy, build up my graveyard, and then poke you for another 2,000, something like that. Abyss Dweller, because it's still a thing in this format. Number 80. 80 is really good, especially if I Trevier, then going from that, and then next turn bring him out and just smack you for another, what is it, 3,300? It's just good. And it stops your opponent from being able to, like, Necro, banish, like, no, you have nothing in grave, so you can't really go off of there. And this would be an Emerald, but I don't have one at the moment, so I'm just keeping her in right now because Cleese, I found it really good against Cleese. I found it really good against Yingzings. So I was deciding between a 101 or her, or even a Diamond Crab. But her, 101, since I run 2 Castels right now, it's really she's still good because it gives me the draw power. But 15 card extra deck, can't go wrong with it.
Got a lot of options in the extra deck.
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. It's a Ring 4 engine for days. Nothing I really changed to it either, except for once I get the Digester Emerald. But I don't like paying $30 for a card right now. I don't see him dropping anytime soon, but you never know. Onto the side deck. Side deck is pretty solid right now. I've not seen anything wrong with it. But one Regal. Regal is really good. He's another beater who can be past Danko. And he's also the booster. So I can boost a monster, get past Danko, and then on the next turn I can call the Haunted Him or something like that. He's just another name that searches out. And really good. 2 effect failures. I don't see the point of 3, because one... Well, if I use one, that means you're just stopped for the turn, and I can go plays for days on it. And then as Nick quoted before, no main deck MST, but I for sure hell main deck 3 of them in the side deck. Mirrors, man. Mirrors is one of the most terrifying thing I have faced. I'm not afraid of Anti-Spell Fragrance. I'm not afraid of, well, Royal Decree, of course, but Mirrors still hurt me. I can get past Royal Decrees easier. Traps, 1 Fairy Wind and 2 Trap Suns. I was thinking about doing the 3 Trap Suns, but Fairy Wind I've seen a lot more playable because I can hit cards so much easier with like Cleese and stuff, and then it doesn't hurt my back row. So if I have a Phoenix Chain activated, stopping their monster from going, it doesn't hurt as much. Trap Stun can hurt for the turn, but it stops right then and there. And I like it a lot. I was actually thinking about maybe 2 Fairy Winds, 1 Trap Stun. I don't know yet. I haven't really gone to anything major at the moment, so right now, I'm keeping it like this. Of course, the 3 Shadow Mirrors, because Shadal's, I don't care what anyone says, it's still a top deck right now. Shadal's, especially with some of the newer cards. Let's see, Out of the Dragon of Legends 2, they get the flip effect monsters coming out, so it's really nice. And of course, 3 Iron Walls. Just stops Necros. It stops Infernoids. When they activate this, they try to special or banish, like, no. Iron Wall. Okay. But 15 card extra deck. Standard. Nothing really changeable. Like I said, maybe the Fairy Wind swap with the Trap Stun. But at the moment, I'm keeping it as is. I like it a lot. I mean, I haven't really gone to anything major at the moment, but let's see how it goes for now. But 15, 15, and 40, guys. This is Waylon with TeamTwistedDuelist. Like, subscribe, go from there. And try to keep up with us. We have some big events coming up soon for the ARG in Columbus. So, you guys stay tuned. This is Waylon signing out.